Hi, friends. Welcome to our live Facebook and YouTube Live. I'm Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and today's her birthday. So we are celebrating Ellie's birthday today. I'm going to check and make sure that we are live. It looks like we are. But I just want to confirm here. Okay, we are. Let me just see. I want to get it so that I can really see it. There we go. Okay, so welcome. It's so good to see you today. Ellie is 12 years old today, and I tend to get that mixed up because she was born in 2013 on May 14th, and so I tend to get her birthday confused. Hello, Linda. Yes, we're celebrating her birthday, and we have just been having fun today. This is her little her birthday dress. It's so cute. And we decorated our area, and I've got cookies for her. I don't know if she wants them. When she's kind of nervous, she doesn't want them. Yes, I've been making a big deal of her today. You know, when she woke up this morning, I'm like, happy birthday. She doesn't know what it is, but we're making a big deal of her, and she likes that. So, and I sent for these little things, the balloons and everything, and we're just having a good time. I mean, you got to celebrate stuff, right? So she's 12 officially. Hi, Lori. I always get that mixed up because I said just a minute ago she was born in 2013 on the 14th of May. And so I wasn't confused until she started getting around this age, and then it's like too much. So she is 12 today. She's such a good girl. And her little dress has sequins. It's dropping sequins all over the house. Hi, Tracy. So this is a day she gets to eat treats and just have fun. And she's been such a good sport. I took some pictures of her too. So I'll post those later if they came out. I'm not 100% sure, but we posted some. I took some cute birthday pictures. Anna Maria, good to see you. Yes, it's her birthday. You know, if you have grown kids and no grandkids, you got to celebrate your dogs. So that's what we're doing. How are you guys today? How's your weather where you are? Happy Wednesday. It's nice and just perfect here in the 70s. It's really calmed down. So this is the San Diego weather that we're known for. It's lovely. And I have been so busy with product shares. They're going out in a couple of days. I've got them all ready, most everything ready to go. I'm still working on the ribbon shares, but I've got all the paper shares ready. So if you ordered those, they'll be going out either Saturday or Monday, depending on how fast I can get the rest of the work done. I had a lot of orders this time, so thank you all of you who got product shares from me. I really appreciate it. So let's see what's new. I'm just looking to see if I have any other comments there. Do you guys, I know some of you pop over to my blog, prettypapercards.com. Once a month, the pals, I'm part of Mary Fish's Stampin' Pretty Pals. It's all of her demos under her. And we do a blog hop. Linda, 62 degrees and cloudy in Pennsylvania, raining for days. Oh yes, I did hear that. We could use it. I know. That's what makes it so beautiful though, when it stops raining. So anyway, we're having a blog hop today. Once a month, we do a blog hop. One more cookie. Okay, just one more. And that'll be enough. Let's fix your hat just a little bit. Uh-oh, something dropped. And so today we're having our blog hop, and I encourage you to pop over there to my blog, prettypapercards.com, and it has all the links down below where you can follow it and see all the pretty cards. The theme was flowers, And of course, I loved it. So I wanted to show you the card that I made. Oh, thank you, Roz. I really didn't make a card. It's kind of just a paper crafting thing. It's an envelope. It's a floral envelope. I made this envelope from the Kintsugi Designer Series paper, and here's how it looks on the back. And then I filled it with flowers that I die cut and watercolored. And these are the flowers from the beautiful gallery suite of products. I watercolored some of the flowers. I'll hold it up close for you. And I just die cut the others. And I had so much fun doing that. I could have put a sentiment on it, but it's not really a card. It's kind of just a paper craft situation. But I really had fun, and I didn't really give a lot of details, but you can see the close-up pictures over on my blog and see everybody else's beautiful cards also. I think she's getting you getting a little ready to get down? Okay, well, take your birthday hat off. There you go. She'll go take a little birthday nap. So I'm going to turn you down and talk about a couple of things that are newsy. And I got some more new product from the new catalog, so we're going to use some of that today. So let me turn you down. And I want to remind you about, I've got sequins all over my thing here. I want to remind you about the Papercraft Collective. Is a group of demonstrators that have gotten together. We've gotten together to make video tutorials for you and card designs. And these are the different designers. And so this month, for the month of May, we featured the bundle Cheers and Sips. And we all made different cards. They're gorgeous. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you. It's actually an online exclusive bundle. And so we have 7 beautiful cards, 7 video tutorials. You can buy it right away for $20. I have the link right there for you, up above for Facebook, down below for YouTube. The link is there. Just you should be able to click it. If not, just copy and highlight it and take it over to another tab in your on your computer or whatever, and you can go straight and buy the whole. It's a PDF that includes links to all the videos, so you can download that for $20, or you can order $50 worth of product in my online store and get all the videos and the PDFs and everything for free. So either way, we have been having so much fun putting these cards together. We're already working on next month's, the month of June. We're already making the cards for that. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. And if you don't have the Cheers and Sips bundle, it's a fabulous bundle to get. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is the starter kit special for May. You guys, $166 worth of product for only, thank you so much. Birthday wishes for Ellie. $166 in product of your choice for only $99, the starter kit special. It's well worth it. There's no obligation. I have a lot of hobby demonstrators. They just join for the discount, because once you get your starter kit, after that, all of your orders are 20% off. And it's just a no-brainer if you love all of our beautiful products. So it's this great value, and it all ships free, is only good during the month of May. And don't miss out, because even though I'm not a math whiz or anything, normally it's $99. You're getting $166 in product. Isn't that $67 in free product? Hi, Jeannie. Good to see you. Plus, it all ships free. And so if you've never gotten our starter kit, this is the time to get it. Get all the new products you want, up to $166. And you get also, I think you get a paper pumpkin in there, or a kit. I'm not sure, just for free. So take advantage of that. All right, now let's look at today's project. I'm going to show you quite a few new things in the catalog that I'm using in today's project. And this is the card that we're going to make, only we're going to make it out of cloud cover ink and cloud cover product. I wanted to use the new in colors, and so this is Timid Tiger, and here is Darling Duckling, and then we have Strawberry Slush, and I made this for a guy card. This is Secret Sea, and I thought, okay, a guy would not like, Marcia, good to see you. A guy would not like a bow, so I made this plain for a guy. And I'm going to show you all the new products that I'm using before we get started, because today we'll make the card out of cloud cover. That's the 5th color, the one I haven't made yet. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. So here are the products we're going to use. I don't know if you've noticed this, and I've got my catalog. Tina, good to see you. Deborah. Because we can open it now. I'm so excited. I want to show you these embossed design cards, mix and match specialty cards and envelopes. And let me see. They're right here. They're on page 25, right here. But of course, it's already better if you can, it's always better if you can see them on your own. And so I want to show you up close. They're full size. They're not our normal size. Our normal envelopes, let me see. I should have an envelope. Oh, here's an envelope right here. Let me show you. Our normal envelopes are this size. This is one for the giveaway, the prize today. This is our normal size envelope. And this is the size of these envelopes. And you guys, it's an amazing value because you get 20 cards and envelopes for only $10. And you get 5 with the stripes. So here are the cards, like this, and you just fold them in half, and then the envelopes match with the stripes. I don't know if you can see that. 5 of those cards and envelopes, and then 5, so 10 cards and envelopes for $10, is that right? $10, 10 card bases and envelopes. Yes, I think I might have said that wrong before. And then there are 5 of the polka dots, which I mostly use today. And we're going to be using that right now for our card that we're going to make. So this is a great value. It's full-size cards and envelopes, so $10 for 10 cards and envelopes. I thought we'd try that out today. Isn't that nice? And then we're also using the new In Color Designer Series papers. I don't know if you notice these. Every year they change the patterns on the Designer Series papers. And these are, and they come out with the same pattern for all of the color families. So we have settles, regals, brights, neutrals, and both In Color collections, the 2024 to 26 and the 2025 to 27. So this is the 25 to 27 packet, and this is what we're using, that I've used on all my cards. So you get, so the way they have this organized is a little different, I think, than in the past. So this is the one design, and this is what it looks like on the back. Isn't that gorgeous? You ordered, oh, are they 6 by 6? Okay. Thank you, Tracy. This is the one design, and then this is the other design. So this is the back and the front, and I decided to use this particular one today. But you can get these in all the different colors, and I think I love using our Designer Series papers for the color collections. It's just something you can have on hand, and it goes with every, you know, when you're using the In Colors, it's beautiful. And it's also part of my In Color club. I didn't mention that, but I'm still accepting people to my In Color club, where every month you get everything in that's one In Color. And I've got the first ones ready to send out right now. So email me if you're interested in that. So these are the In Color Designer Series paper packs. We're going to use that today. Okay, we're also using 2 brand new stamp sets, and I've got those tabbed right here. This one I couldn't wait to get, along these lines. And this is where the birthday cake comes from. Isn't this cute? I just love this. I especially like the rose, but look at the dog. I'm sure I'm going to use the dog. Isn't this just such a cute set? It's a photopolymer set, and you can see I've been using the rose. But I also love the birthday cake, and if you're coming in a little bit late, this is the card we're going to make today, out of cloud cover. Hi Tammy, good to see you. And every one of them is going to have a bow except this one, which is Secret C, because it's more for a guy. But I love this stamp set, and it's only $20. It's just a stamp set, isn't it? But it's really nice. And then the other stamp set I'm using today, which I've been waiting to get, is Encircled with Love. This is on page 36. And it's only $20 also. And so I combined the two because along these lines doesn't have any sentiments, so you need to add a sentiment. And I thought, these are great sentiments. And they're all fabulous for all occasions. And it actually goes with the 1 7/8 inch circle punch, but that one has been delayed in shipping. I'm not sure if it is part of the tariff situation or what. But anyway, that punch is delayed. But today I've used the 2-inch circle punch, and it works great. It just works beautifully. In fact, you can see it really gives a nice border around the happy birthday stamp set. So those are all the new products we're going to use today. I wanted you to see those because they're so just, I love them. I couldn't wait to get these things. Okay, so let's get started with our card for today. So as I mentioned, I'm using the this mix and match card with the polka dots, and I really like it. And I love that the flap of the envelope, there's just a little crumb there, is also embossed with these dots. And so I'm going to I want to go ahead and burnish this because it's been laying flat. Okay, so there's our card. Now what I've done is I took a piece of that designer series paper, and this is a quick this is really a pretty quick card to make. That's why I went ahead and made 5 or 4 with all the in colors, because it was quick and easy. So this is one of the designer series paper sheets. They come in 6 by 6, and I cut this at 2.5 by 6. And this card must be like 6 1/4. Let me check. I don't have my ruler. I'd have to, it's hiding back in there. But it looks like the card must be about 6 1/4. And so we're going to put this down the center for a little background. And before we start, what we're going to do is we're focusing on cloud cover. I haven't used it enough, and I wanted to play with all the cloud cover stuff today. So I'm going to use some of this beautiful new let me see, faux linen ribbon in cloud cover. It comes in every one of the new in colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip off a piece for right now to wrap this piece of designer series paper. And what I want to do is I want it to end up about 2/3, 1/3 of the way up the card. And so I'm going to place it where I want, kind of hold on to that, and flip my piece over. Then I'm going to use some of this Stamp and Seal Plus to hold this down. I don't use this very often. This is usually the occasion I use it for. So it'll hold that side, and then to make sure I'm getting it even, I turn it back around and then do the other side. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, now we can go ahead and adhere this with multi-purpose glue to the front of the card. And I'm not going to put a lot of glue, because I'll tell you, if you put a lot of glue, what it will do is it'll adhere very closely to the dots and it won't look pretty on the front. So I'm just using very thin lines of my multi-purpose glue, just very thin, because I don't want those dots to show through. I like them, and I want them on the outside edges, but I don't want them to show through this piece of paper. So we'll just adhere that like that, and then we'll tie a bow in a minute. Okay, so now let's do a little stamping. And I purposely chose cloud cover because I wanted to show you how to do the cloud cover. As you know, the cloud cover ink pads are not available to customers. They are available to demonstrators, but you can't guarantee that you're going to get one that's a true color, because Stampin' Up! Didn't like the way they turned out. The color just got weird when they put it on our normal foam ink pads. It's fine on a felt ink pad, but all of our standard ink pads like this are made out of foam. So they had already ordered a batch of the cloud cover ink pads, and what they're doing is they're just getting rid of them and selling them to demonstrators only. We can't resell them, and we might get a bad one or a good one, they don't know. So I'm not doing that. I want to have the true color. So what I've done is I've ordered some of the blank empty ink spots, and you get 5 of these. And in case you wanted to know, I want to tell you the numbers in case you want to write them down. And you can always find the number of the item number right over here under the barcode. It's 141822 is the item number for the blank ink spots. And then I did this earlier today. You just open it up and you take some cloud cover ink refill and you just put it right on there. Now I'm not going to do it right now because I've already done that, and it only took, I don't know, 20 drops or so. I hope I don't do this. I've never done this before, so I don't know if I put enough on there or not, but I tested it, and it's coming out pretty clear. So we'll see. Now another note, Jeannie Kidd, if she's still here, she told us, I think last week, that if you get the classic spot assortment, a cloud cover spot will come in that assortment. So I've written down the number here. It's 166716, in case you're interested in that, 166716. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our 3 things that we're going to punch out. Thank you, Pam. She is not here. She must have gone to hang out with her dad. He's given her a lot of cookies today too. Okay, so we're going to stamp we're going to stamp 2 of the cakes from along these lines stamp set. And this is, so we're just going to use this ink spot, and the ink itself is pretty light. So I noticed this when I did it before. I really couldn't see it, but it came out. So let's give it a test. If it doesn't work, I'll have to add more ink to the spot. So let's see. I want to get 2 of these and 1 of the birthday sentiment. Not too bad. It came out, and we couldn't even really see it on here. Ineki, welcome. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you here before. I hope I pronounced that right. Beautiful name. Okay, so now we're inking this again. This is the only problem with using a spot. I mean, I prefer to use an ink pad, but it's okay. We're going to go with what we have. So let's do a second cake. Not too bad. It came out pretty good. And now we're going to do our circle. And this, because the other set doesn't come with sentiments, we're going to use this sentiment, birthday sentiment from Encircled with Love, another new stamp set. So let's go ahead and ink that up with our little spot. Now another thing, we could also use markers, and I do have the marker. So you can also ink your stamps with markers. That's another way to do it, which I sometimes do if I want two colors on a stamp. Okay, whoa, whoopsie. Okay, I don't think that's going to bother my circle punch. That was a little mistake. Okay, here's our happy birthday sentiment. There we go. Okay, I'll put my lid back on my little spot and let's get our Sharon. Good to see you. Hi, Holly. Okay, so I dropped my little ink spot right there. Let's see if we can still punch it out. So again, I'm using the 2-inch circle punch for this. And we're going to punch 2 cakes and the sentiment. So we'll just get that right in there. And then here's the happy birthday wishes. I'm looking closely because I'm thinking I might redo that. Let's redo it just to see if I can get it a little bit darker. And you know, I think just because we're kind of doing this, we're kind of experimenting and looking at how we ink a stamp and spot, I'm going to add some more ink on there and see if I can get a better image. And it soaks it right up. I'm not really sure how much you're supposed to put on here, so I was a little careful about that because like I said, I've never actually, I re-ink my regular ink pads, but I've never done one from the start. So, okay, let's ink this up again and see if we get a little darker impression. Just because we're testing, we're giving this whole thing a test. I can see it's looking darker already. Okay, a little bit of ink went right in there. Let me see if I can get that out. Okay, well, we'll see if that shows up or not. Oh, now I think I got a little too much ink. Now it's looking a little splotchy. Probably because I did it so quickly. Okay. Let's just lightly do it again. Again, we're just testing. This is me testing because I didn't do a lot of testing before I came on with you. So let's try it one more time and I won't push as heavy. And that looks about like the first one I did, doesn't it? So, because we're not really used to what this ink is supposed to look like. I think that looks a little bit just like that first one I did. So we'll go for it. We'll go with it. Okay, so we're going to punch this out with a 2-inch circle punch. And like I mentioned, it recommends the 1 7/8 circle punch, but Stampin' Up! Has had trouble getting that one. And so I think the 2-inch looks great. And then here's our card. So we're ready to put the cakes, we're ready to finish our card. So what we're going to do is put 2 cakes on, one on the top and one on the bottom. And for these, I'm just going to glue these on lightly. There's one. I love my multi-purpose glue because you can just, if you want to turn it slightly to the other side, you can. Oh, the ink pads are gone now? Okay, I'm not totally surprised. I just didn't want to play with it, getting a bad one. I have a friend who got a good one, but I just didn't want to play with that. And you know, another thing that would look good, I think the Secret C ink would look fine on this card. You know what I mean? We could have done this in Secret C, the darker color. Here's what that looks like. There's the card I made with Secret C. And that's nice and clear and pretty, and I think that would have looked fine. But for this, we're purposely using all the in colors. Okay, so there are the cakes, and now I want to adhere my birthday wish, and what I'm going to do is, because it's going to be going over a couple of layers right here, I'm going to put a dimensional at the top, and instead of putting one at the bottom, I'm going to put it like right there, okay? because I want this one to be raised up just a little bit. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is tie a pretty bow and put it on the side. Again, this is the beautiful faux linen ribbon in all the in colors. And I really love cloud cover. I really, really do. It's a beautiful color. I'm not going to pull my bow too tight because I kind of like it having that flat area there. I think that's kind of nice. So where are my scissors? We'll just cut that off. I've got plenty of ribbon on the tails there. And we're just going to adhere it right over here with some mini glue dots. And then we'll finish trimming the tails off. So what I'm going to do is adhere my ribbon directly to the mini glue dot and then pull it up like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Pull that back just to reveal one glue dot, just like that. Okay. And now we can adhere our bow right here at the edge, just like that. And what we'll do is trim our little tails now, kind of like that. Isn't this a quick card to make? Especially with these pre-made cards and envelopes. I really like that. Now, there is a super cute little stamp in this along these lines set. Check out that little heart. Isn't that just darling? So I'm going to use that little heart and we're going to put it on the envelope, which is right here, and on the inside of the card. So let's get that opened up. And we'll ink that little heart up. I think I'm going to be using this heart a lot. I just love it. It's just super cute. Okay. And we're going to put that right here in the corner. Now that the ink soaked in for a minute, it really made a good impression, didn't it? And we'll do it one more time for our envelope. We could make a whole row of them. I did that inside one of the cards, and I'll show you in a second. So we'll do the envelope. There, that came out really nice. I think I got the right amount of ink on that little spot. So there's our card. Isn't that, it was quick and easy, and we got to use 2 new stamp sets. So let's look at the others. So this is the Secret C. And again, I didn't put a bow because I thought this would be for a guy. And I used the cards that have the lines on them because I thought, well, that looks a little more guyish, right? And then here's Timid Tiger. And I don't know why I have that envelope. This is Timid Tiger, and this is the one I did the little row of hearts. It was, you know, you do have to kind of concentrate to get those lines to hook up there. But I thought that, I like that color too. And here is our darling duckling with just one little heart in the middle. And then here we have Strawberry Slush. So aren't those, I really like all of these, and I think they show off our beautiful in colors so well. Let's see if we can get them all 5 lined up just for fun. There we go. So Tiger is your favorite, Georgia? Okay. Okay. Well, it was easy to make, and you know what I'm thinking now? I'm really thankful that I've done this because now I have 5 beautiful birthday cards all ready to go for 5 birthdays coming up. So I'm going to just keep these, and next week, if you're on here next Wednesday and you win, I'm going to let you choose your color that you want. Because you might not want cloud cover, you might want one of the other colors. So I'll do that, but you have to be on here next week because otherwise, or email me with your color. I'll just save all the cards until next Wednesday. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see who wins today's prize. So let me bring you up here. There we go. Good to see you. Okay, so today's prize is the card that we made last week, and I got a lot of compliments on this. I'll show it to you here. Here it is. We had a lot of fun doing this ombre look here on this beautiful card, and a lot of you put the word prize. Strawberry slush is your favorite, Holly. Well, a girl after my own heart, of course. Me too. Hi, Kathy Oderly. Yes, everybody's putting prize. So the winner of this card from last week is Jeannie Kidd. Jeannie, thank you so much for watching. I did the random number generator and it came out to be you. So I just am thrilled. But I don't have your address, Jeannie. So, hi, Nancy. Good to see you. So if you would send me your address, email me at peggy@prettypapercards.com, and that way I can get this out to you. Congratulations, Jeannie. Thank you all for stopping by and for celebrating Ellie's birthday with me. She's still gone, I guess, getting treats from my husband. But I took some great pictures of her. I think they're great. And I'm going to be posting them on some different places in her little birthday outfit. So thank you for celebrating Ellie's birthday with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here on Friday.